Have you ever had one of those moments where you suddenly feel lightheaded, like the floor shifted under your feet for a second? Maybe it happened when you stood up too fast, turned your head, or just walked across the room. It's unsettling, isn't it? And if you're like many older adults, you might have brushed it off at first, thinking, oh, it's just age. But deep down, there's always that little bit of worry. What if next time you lose your balance and fall? The truth is, dizziness isn't something you just have to live with as you get older. It may be common, but it's not normal. And more importantly, it can often be managed or even prevented with a few small changes in your daily routine. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. In this video, we're going over 5 powerful yet simple habits that can help reduce dizziness, support better balance, and help you feel more steady on your feet, day in and day out. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city. I always enjoy hearing from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. Number 1, add more magnesium-rich foods to your diet. This little mineral plays a big role in how steady and balanced you feel each day. It helps keep your blood pressure stable, your nerves working properly, and your blood flowing smoothly. And when any of those things are off, dizziness has a way of creeping in. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally start losing magnesium, and it gets harder to absorb it from food. On top of that, things like drinking coffee regularly, eating too many processed foods, or taking certain medications can make your magnesium levels drop even lower. And when that happens, you might start feeling lightheaded or weak, especially when you stand up or move quickly. A lot of people think dizziness just comes from the inner ear or low blood pressure, and sometimes it does, but not many realize that a magnesium deficiency can trigger that same spinning or floating sensation. When your magnesium is low, your blood vessels can tighten up, restricting oxygen to your brain. That's when those quick dizzy spells hit, like when you bend over to tie your shoe or get out of bed in the morning and suddenly feel off balance. It doesn't take much to turn things around. You can start by adding magnesium-rich foods to your everyday meals. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, or even Swiss chard are great options. Nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin seeds, and even a banana in the morning can give your body the support it needs. Avocados are another fantastic choice, not just tasty, but also packed with healthy fats and magnesium. Some people also drink mineral water that contains natural magnesium. It's a simple switch, and it helps keep your levels up without needing pills. And yes, if your doctor gives you the green light, a magnesium supplement might also be worth considering, especially if your diet is limited. So if dizziness has been a regular visitor in your life, don't ignore it. Look at what's going on inside your body. Start with your plate. A handful of nuts here, some greens with lunch, maybe a banana in the morning, it all adds up. Magnesium may not be flashy, but it's one of your best allies in staying balanced, strong, and confident. Point 2, eat potassium-rich foods every day. You might know potassium as the banana mineral, but what many people don't realize is how closely it's tied to preventing dizziness, especially as we age. Potassium helps your body in a few very important ways. First, it keeps your blood pressure steady. When your blood pressure suddenly drops, especially when you stand up or move too quickly, that's when you get that dizzy, floating feeling. Potassium also helps regulate fluid balance in the body and supports proper muscle and nerve function. In simple terms, it helps your body stay balanced, inside and out. Now here's the tricky part. Just like magnesium, potassium levels tend to drop with age, and the signs are easy to miss. You may feel a little foggy, maybe a little tired, or you might start noticing that every time you stand up, you feel lightheaded. That's your body waving a red flag. Without enough potassium, your system can't control fluid movement the way it should, and that affects circulation, hydration, and energy levels. What's more, many common medications, especially ones for high blood pressure or heart conditions, can also cause potassium to drop. So even if you're eating pretty well, your body might still need more support. Luckily, getting more potassium into your day doesn't have to be complicated. Bananas are great, yes, but they're just one of many options. Sweet potatoes, white potatoes, with the skin, oranges, beans, lentils, spinach, and even yogurt are all wonderful sources. If you're already having a small salad with lunch or some fruit in the afternoon, it's just a matter of choosing the right kinds. Point 3. Include omega-3 fatty acids in your diet. Now let's talk about something that supports your brain, your heart, and yes, even your sense of balance: omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are essential for older adults, and yet many people don't get nearly enough of them. The connection between omega-3s and dizziness isn't always obvious, but once you understand how they work in the body, it starts to make a lot of sense. Point 1. Of the most common causes of dizziness is poor circulation to the brain. That's right, if your blood isn't flowing the way it should, your brain may not be getting enough oxygen. And when oxygen levels drop, it can make you feel lightheaded, confused, or even like the room is slightly spinning. Omega-3s help by keeping your blood vessels soft and flexible. That means your blood can move more freely, bringing oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. They also reduce inflammation in the body, which supports heart health and keeps everything running more smoothly. When your heart is pumping efficiently, and your arteries are in good shape, you're much less likely to experience sudden dizzy spells. That feeling of being off or unsteady. Sometimes it's just your brain not getting enough fuel, and omega-3s help fix that. So where can you find them? Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are the best sources. Eating fish just 2 times a week can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. If you're not a fan of fish, don't worry, there are plant-based options too. Flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and even some fortified eggs or oils can help you get your omega-3s. Omega-3s don't just help with dizziness. They also support memory, focus, and mood. So not only do they help you feel physically more balanced, they help you feel mentally more in control too. Point 4. Stay hydrated with electrolyte-rich fluids. We all know water is important, but did you know that dehydration is one of the leading causes of dizziness in older adults? It sneaks up on you. And the tricky part is, you don't always feel thirsty even when your body needs water. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally decreases. That means your body could be running low on fluids without you even realizing it. When you're dehydrated, your blood volume drops. And when there's less blood moving through your system, it becomes harder for oxygen to reach your brain. That's when dizziness, weakness, and even fainting spells can show up, especially when you stand up too fast or spend time in a warm room. It's a common reason so many seniors feel off balance throughout the day. But there's another piece to the puzzle that most people overlook: electrolytes. These are minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and they help your body manage fluids, support muscle movement, and keep your nerves functioning properly. If your electrolytes are out of balance, even just a little, you might feel disoriented, dizzy, or lightheaded. And here's where it gets important: plain water isn't always enough. While drinking water is great, sometimes your body needs a little more to actually stay hydrated the right way. So what can you do? Try adding electrolyte-rich fluids to your daily routine. Coconut water is an excellent natural option. It has potassium and magnesium, and it helps your body absorb fluids more effectively. You can also make a homemade electrolyte drink by adding a small pinch of sea salt and a splash of lemon juice to your water. Warm broths, especially bone broth or vegetable broth, are also great choices, especially during colder months. Fruits and vegetables like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges are full of water and minerals too. You can snack on them throughout the day to help stay hydrated in a more natural and balanced way. Just be mindful of overly sugary sports drinks. They might promise hydration, but they often come with artificial ingredients that aren't so helpful in the long run. So if you're feeling off, even though you're drinking water, consider what your body really needs. A little boost of minerals can help restore balance, keep your blood pressure stable, and help you move through your day with more confidence. Alright, let's get into point 5, the final habit, and honestly, one of the most overlooked reasons behind dizziness in older adults. A lot of folks don't even know this is connected, but once you understand it, it can really change things for you. Point 5, make sure you're getting enough vitamin B12. Now this one surprises a lot of people. When we think about dizziness, we usually think of things like blood pressure or hydration. But there's another piece to the puzzle that's just as important, your vitamin B12 levels. Vitamin B12 plays a huge role in keeping your nervous system healthy. It helps your body make red blood cells and keeps oxygen flowing to your brain. If you're not getting enough of it, your brain might not be receiving the oxygen-rich blood it needs to function properly, and that can lead to lightheadedness, brain fog, and even problems with balance. And here's the thing, as we get older, our bodies don't absorb B12 as well. The stomach starts producing less acid over time, and that acid is what helps release B12 from the food we eat. On top of that, certain medications, like antacids or some diabetes treatments, can block B12 absorption even more. So even if you think you're eating okay, you might still be low on B12 without realizing it. The symptoms can be subtle at first, maybe you feel a little more tired than usual, or your memory's been a bit foggy. But over time, a deficiency can cause serious dizziness, numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, and even mood changes. The good news? It's easy to correct once you know what's going on. Start by adding more B12-rich foods into your diet. Eggs, dairy, fish, lean meats, and even fortified cereals and plant-based milks are all good sources. If you follow a vegetarian or limited diet, fortified foods are especially helpful. Sometimes, food isn't quite enough, especially if your body isn't absorbing B12 properly. That's when a supplement might come in handy. You can take B12 in pill form, or in some cases, your doctor might recommend B12 shots for quicker absorption. A simple blood test can tell you where your levels stand. Making sure you're getting enough of it could be the key to feeling more stable, more alert, and more in control of your movements, something that's so important for maintaining independence and confidence as we age. So now that we've walked through all 5 habits, take a moment and think about which one stood out to you the most. Was it the importance of magnesium, or maybe potassium and its role in blood pressure? Did the idea of supporting your brain with omega-3s speak to you? Or maybe you realized you've been drinking water, but not getting the electrolytes your body actually needs. And then there's vitamin B12, the quiet little nutrient that so many people forget about, yet it makes such a big difference in how we feel day to day. The truth is, dizziness doesn't have to be your new normal. Yes, it's common with age, but it's not something you have to just live with. The body gives us signals, and dizziness is one of them. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's off, pay attention. And the good news is, small changes can bring big relief. You don't have to do everything at once. Just pick one habit to start with. Maybe tomorrow morning, you add a banana to your breakfast. Maybe you drink a glass of coconut water in the afternoon. Maybe you make fish for dinner this weekend, or you ask your doctor to check your B12 next time you go in. These are small steps, but over time, they add up. They add up to better balance, more confidence when you move, and a stronger, more energized version of yourself. And remember, this is about quality of life. Feeling steady, thinking clearly, moving without fear, these things matter. They affect how you live, how you connect with others, and how much you enjoy each day. So before you go, I'd love for you to leave a comment and share one thing you're planning to try. Even just one. Your story might help someone else who's going through the same thing. And if this video helped you or gave you something to think about, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. That way, you won't miss any of our upcoming videos with tips and guidance just like this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Stay steady, stay strong, and we'll see you again soon.